I am going to bake some ANZAC biscuits because of course ANZAC Day is coming up in a couple of days, so I thought I would give them a whirl. I've never made them before, but like everything else on my channel, a lot of it is a first in the kitchen department. So these are our ingredients. We've got plain flour, some raw sugar, some butter, bicarb soda. I have got maple syrup instead of golden syrup because the supermarket was of course sold out of golden syrup, but that's okay. It's fairly similar, and some rolled oats. So this is our recipe. We've got the 1914 ANZAC biscuit recipe. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this one before. It's been going around for a very long time, obviously over 100 years. So, okay, the first thing we need to do is get 2 cups of the rolled oats. So I've just got my brand new pack of oats here. The supermarket wasn't sold out of those, thank goodness. So yep, we've got those. Actually, let's look at the ingredients first. Sorry, the order of things. Getting a little ahead of myself. We'll need 1 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 125 grams of the butter, a large tablespoon of the syrup, 1 teaspoon of bicarb soda, 2 tablespoons of hot water. And the oven is preheating to 160 degrees already, and I've got the 2 trays ready to go. Okay, so mix together the oats, flour and sugar in a bowl. Okay, so I was right. Okay, so the 2 cups of the rolled oats. Okay. Whoa. Okay, made a little bit of a mess already. Okay, just stay put over there. Okay, so 1 cup of flour. Okay, beautiful. Maybe I'll let me get my sifter. Yeah, I'll do this here. I did get a clear bowl for you guys tonight so you could actually see what I was doing, but I haven't made a recipe with this bowl before, so we'll see how we go. But I thought it would be better if you could see through the bowl, so it was a little bit more interesting, but not quite the right shape. So I might transfer it. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how we go. And I also changed my camera angle so you could see what I was doing from the front. So let me know if you like that in the comments. Instead of seeing the back of what I'm doing, I rearranged things using my tabletop instead, and I think it's a better camera angle for everyone. And you can actually see my face today. So what have we got? Now we need the sugar, and that is a 1/4 cup of sugar. Okay, 1/4, this one. And we've still got raw sugar because that is my preference. Okay, raw sugar. Okay. Okay, now we have to melt the butter and the golden syrup together. Okay, so we'll use this bowl. Wait, how are we going to melt? Melt the butter and the golden syrup. Does that mean I need to cook it on the stovetop? Is that a good idea? Am I learning, guys? Am I actually learning something? Maybe I'm learning. Okay, we'll see. Okay, so we've got some butter here. I'm gonna guess the amount. It says 125 grams, which is 4.5 ounces, which is God knows how much. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that much, and let's put that in here. Okay, and then the maple syrup instead of golden syrup. We need how much? 1 large rounded tablespoon. Okay, tablespoon here. Okay, I'm going to put this into here. Okay, get something. Obviously on a somewhat low heat. We don't want to overdo this. Okay, that didn't take long. As you guys know, I do not have a microwave, so stovetop is the only way I do things. Okay, what are we doing with this? Add the, okay, I'm going to pour it into here. I'm ready with different bowls and everything. You guys know I don't do a lot of preparation before I film. I just get the camera out, put the light up, get the ingredients, and then I kind of just wing it. If you haven't been able to tell from my previous videos. And if this is the first video that you're seeing of mine, check them out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. It really helps me out. So make sure you click subscribe and like and comment and all that stuff. It really does help us on YouTube. So we're melting the butter and the golden syrup together, adding the bicarb soda dissolved in the hot water. Okay. So I'm, okay, wait. The hot water, 2 tablespoons of hot water. I did, I boiled the kettle just before, so the water is not boiling hot, but it will be hot. So we'll use that. And we've got another bowl here. For the hot water, okay, what am I doing? Oh, just got a little bit of maple syrup on the floor. We'll clean that later when you're not watching. Okay, so 2 hot doobie whackers of this and leftover syrup, but that's okay. Dissolve the bicarb soda in the hot water, and the bicarb soda was 1 teaspoon. Okay, 1 teaspoon, that's the small one here. Okay, melt that into that. Okay, I think I'm learning something. Okay, so we've got the oats, the sugar and the flour. We've got the melted butter and the golden syrup together. Add the bicarb soda, dissolve it in the hot water and pour into the dry ingredients and mix well. Okay, so I'm going to pour that in there and that in there. Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to mix. What am I going to mix with? I feel like this is a wooden spoon type of recipe. Okay, so we're going to mix all of this together. Ooh. Okay, try this at home, guys. I've always bought my ANZAC biscuits before. I've never attempted to make them. So we'll see. This is looking pretty dry. Okay, I'm going to keep mixing and hoping for the best. I feel like this is not the best bowl to be doing this in. So I hope you appreciate that you can see through it. I know it's not as close as I normally get, but I'm trying a different camera angle out so you can actually see me And in quarantine, I don't exactly have a crew going on to have different shots and angles and close-ups and all that stuff. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. We'll see. Okay, so the next thing it says to do is to roll them into balls the size of a walnut or a 10-cent piece. Place them onto the prepared trays, bake for 20 minutes until golden. Move biscuit positions while hot. I'm a little bit confused by that instruction. Does that mean like while it's in the oven to like move them halfway through? Or does it mean after it's finished? And then it just says allow to cool and crisp on the tray. Okay. I'm gonna try another bowl. Go back to my regular bowl and see if I can get a better mix going on. So now I've officially used 4 bowls to create this. It is easy to mix in this bowl. Ew. It still seems really dry. Okay. But I've never made biscuits, so I really don't know what's normal. Maybe that's what you do. Maybe like that's it. I just don't know. Maybe we'll just add a little bit more like hot water. And just see. It's meant to make 40 to 50 biscuits. Like that is a lot. Now I've just been stirring it for a little bit longer and it does seem better now that I've added more liquid. I added the tiniest little bit more maple syrup just because I just thought, why not? And yeah, these seem to be sticking together now and getting those little balls like the recipe said. Yeah, so as you can see there, little balls, and obviously got to make a lot of these. So I wonder how big they expand, like how big these biscuits can be. This could take a while. Okay, so that's 25. So it seems to be about half of what they said. That's all I can fit on my trays. I obviously want to allow space for them to expand. So I might cook it into batches, bake it rather in 2 batches. So I'll do this lot and then I'll put another lot on and have my 50 ANZAC biscuits. Okay, so I'm gonna put these in the oven. And okay, so I get it now, like when it said move around while it's hot, it obviously means so they don't stick together if they are expanding. So I'm gonna look out for that. I'm gonna clean the maple syrup up off the floor and check in with you later. Okay guys, we are at the halfway point and I don't see much happening with these. Maybe they're gonna be ANZAC balls. ANZAC biscuit balls. I just wanted to sort of check on them. Yeah, they're not really expanding. I don't know what I did wrong. But I'll swap them around as well. 10 minutes to go. I don't know what happened guys, but these ANZAC biscuits are ANZAC balls. I don't know what happened. How do you get it? Oh, they're really hot. I'm so confused. Maybe with my second batch I can get it right. Okay, I'm gonna try this little thing and just see. It's okay. I think I've made something else. I don't know what I've done, but it's not an ANZAC biscuit. It's like a little ANZAC cake. I know what it is. You know those little pops, cake pops? It's an ANZAC pop. I just need to put it on a little stick. Good to go. Alright, I am going to try this again with the second batch. And I'm just going to... Okay, we are going to try this again. And see if we can rectify this weirdness. I'm going to make them actually look more like a biscuit from the get-go. And hopefully they'll turn out more like that. Because I thought they would sort of change shape in the oven and they didn't at all. So let's make them more like the shape we want them to be. This is kind of the best solution I can come up with right now because I don't know what I've done wrong. So I am making them bigger and flatter, so they're more like a cookie. It's ready. Okay. So these ones look slightly more like biscuits because I shaped them that way, but other than that, they're pretty much the same. I don't know what's supposed to happen, but
I don't think the 10-cent piece walnut size is quite right with this, the way I've done it anyway. I did eat a few of these in the meantime, maybe 3 of these. And look, they're not bad. Obviously they're not perfect, but